I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have an awesome episode for y'all today. Tomo and I are on the losing side of things this week. Is that Tomo? I don't know, man. Sir, next to me. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm upset, Joe.
Okay.
I'm upset. I didn't want to have to wear this, man, but I need Evil Pickens back, man. I need Evil Pickens back. I need somebody to start yelling again. That's all I'm saying.
You need NFL young boy, not Pickens.
Nah, I need NBA young boy. No, for real. Because I don't need the Cowboys to go outside today. None of that. Finish the intro, Joe. Let me get civilized.
I ain't no talking about to rob somebody or go swimming. But look, y'all, we got a great show for y'all today, man. We got
some picks. Because we need some on this defense. Some swim moves. They need something.
Hey, man, both of our defenses, man, is on a decline. All right, but we got a great show for y'all today, man. As you can see on the left side of the screen, we got to talk about Washington and Dallas. Are they in trouble? You know, Commanders, they started 3-5. Is there trouble with making the playoffs? The Cowboys, they got to make a trade. It's been talked about trade. If they don't make a trade, are they in trouble? We got to talk about that. We got both of the fans here today. And then the World Series, man, if you were up late last night, saw an historic series, Game 3 go to 18. That's 2 games, Tomo. 18 innings. Dodgers win. Freeman hits a home run, a gamer. And we got my boy Luke Griffey coming through, Dodgers fan, to talk about that historic game. Tomo, we both went against the LC West, and we both lost. Who should be the favorite in the LC West? Should it be the Broncos? Should it be the Chiefs? Hey, should it be the Chargers? We know it ain't the Raiders. Sorry, Raiders fans. Lamar Jackson is back. Did you know that they're favorite again on sports platforms, sports betting platforms to win the AFC North? Right? So will the Ravens take back the AFC North? Are the Colts for real, Tomo? I know they winning games, but are they for real? We gotta talk about that. And lastly, if we got the time to do it, NBA is here, y'all. I hope y'all ain't forget. We gotta talk about the most surprising thing in the first week of the NBA season. But I'm gonna bring you up again, Tomo. Missy, your done son, co-host of In the Red Corner. They got an episode coming up. Cowboy fan, as you can see on the hat. How you doing, my man?
Well, if you just now tuned in, I don't know how to feel, man. I don't know, Joe. You put the meme in there saying emotional roller coaster. I know that was for another fan, but all I'm gonna say is, look, man. Someone said it the other day. It was like, look, being a Commander fan is stressful, but I know it gotta be stressful being a Cowboy fan. Shout out to my brother Pat. And I was like, what you mean? He said, bruh, y'all always think y'all got hope. At least with us. Like, I said, wait, us? Didn't you just go to the conference championship? Didn't y'all tell me before the season started y'all had a better team than us? So I'm like, you had more hope than me. I said, the only reason I got hope is because every Sunday, I think my defense going to get 2 stops. Only thing I need for my coach to do, my brother Dave ain't here, is go over to Eberflus's office and just
turn me up.
How you, Joe?
I'm good. You say you hoping for your defense to get 2 stops.
Just 2. That's all I need. Just 2.
That's it. No, I
2.
ain't even asking much. Can you at least give me 2 stops?
I don't even care if a team score 21. I know we can get 30. It's just 2.
No, for real. I feel you though. I feel you on that. I feel you. All right, y'all. We got a great show ahead of y'all today. But before we get to the show, make sure y'all like this video because we are streaming this episode on 4 different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch. So whatever platform you're watching this on, hit that like button right now. Make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us at Refuse to Lose Sports, but if not Refuse to Lose Sports, it will be R2L Sports. So make sure you do that and share this episode with anybody, someone, so they can come on and watch this episode live with you because you can be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out throughout the show. Is that you, Tomo?
Nah.
Okay.
I'd have said something else.
All right, hold on. Is you?
Shout out to you.
Okay, all right. Tom and go. All right.
Yeah.
Yep, you're. We got Kevo. What's up with the patch trade? Hey, become a member and you can see it in the in the chat. But they just made a trade with, I forgot who it was with, but they just made a trade. 49ers, all right. And for a defensive player, the Patriots traded to the 49ers. It's crazy because if the Eagles were 5-4, it would be the end of the world. Hashtag levels, hashtag crazy word. No, it wouldn't, man. y'all really think we care about y'all that much, bro? All right, and shout out to Carl. The answer is yes to the AFC North and Lamar Jackson.
All right,
but last but not least, kick back and
but last one, go ahead.
Kick back and relax. Enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
All right, and Kev, we wouldn't say it's the end of the world. AJ Brown will probably live stream instead of doing cryptic tweets. That's all I'm saying. Man, still tweeting. Still tweeting.
It's crazy.
Some use me. You was out. What you want them to use you for? Calling plays? Anyway, man, let's get to the show, Joe.
Let's get it.
Man, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
AFC, West, North, South, I don't know. At this point, they having their way with the NFC East. Well, no. The Eagles beat the Chiefs, right?
They did.
Okay, they got lucky.
They lost their Broncos, though.
Wow, well, look at that. Bibby get to celebrate. And they had the 17-point lead, right?
Yes.
At home, right?
At home. Dang, it was in a link?
Man.
Oh, man.
Well, at least we had to go on the road, right, Joe? Because Monday night, Mahomes, Hunt, Rice. I don't know any other. Should I say more names? Worthy, Kelsey, Andy. They all was there. I don't know who your coach was on the sideline that was ready to fight the defensive player, but shout out to him because he shows some heart too. But got you all to start off with a 3-5 start for the season. I mean, we all know the score. If you don't know the score, it was 28-7. Commanders go down to the Chiefs. So, Joe, your quarterback wasn't starting. Mario Kart has thrown an interception in every game that he's played in. I'm not going to say start, but every game he's played in, he's thrown an interception, right? Can the Commanders recover from their 3-5 start?
So against the Raiders, he fumbled, but he didn't turn the ball over. He fumbled. So he turned the ball over every game. And the interception he had this game, it was on Debo. So, he did throw one at the end of the game, though. Oh, I forgot about that. He threw one at the end of the game with 12 seconds left. Crazy. Mm-hmm. But can the Washington Commanders recover from the 3-5 start? Yes, Tomo. We can recover. Like I said yesterday, the Chiefs game was not a must win. Now, my pre prediction is dead. It's dead. It's there for sure. Like the whole thing. the whole thing as far as the regular season. But we're still alive because our problems, yes, we do have our defense is bad, Tomo. That's true. We are decimated on the defensive side of the ball, though. We got a lot of injuries. But even before the injuries, we were bad. Dedrick Wise, who was a starter on the D line, he's out for the year. Armstrong, who was our leading sack guy, out for the year. So we got injuries on the defensive side of the ball. But our main problem is our quarterback just hasn't been healthy all year for real. That's our main problem. Like Jaden Daniels haven't really found a rhythm for the season yet. If you think about it, He played 2 games, got hurt. Played 2 games, got hurt again. So he never really gained rhythm in his regular season. And the reason why I'm saying that the season is alive is because I believe when my guy comes back, who's supposed to practice tomorrow, when he comes back, the offense will go from 0 to 100. All right, let's start there. The run, I feel like the running game would come back into play too. Having the receivers, Harry McLaurin, Debo back, and there are talks about Brian Thomas Jr. going to the Commanders. It's been a tough like a week now because the Jaguars had made him available for being traded.
Get out of here. Get out
Hey,
of here.
I've been saying this since they all came in the league. We need neighbors. We need Brian Thomas Jr. And I said Brian Thomas Jr. will be easier because he's in the AFC and he's playing with Trevor Lawrence. All right, so he's in the AFC, so it's a higher chance we get him. Neighbors gonna be tough because he's with the Giants. But I can see that trade actually happen because at this point, Tomo, the defense, we understand what it is. We know what it is. Let's go get another weapon, another offensive weapon, bro. Noah Brown's out for the probably for the year. Having Brian Thomas Jr. your actual number 2, and you can use Debo for what he's really best at, and have Terry too. Man, anyways, that's that. Another reason why that I feel like we're still alive is because how the NFC is shaped up. Right now, we have 2 games out of 7. 2 games out of the playoffs. Every NFC team lost yesterday. Lost this weekend for real, except for teams who play other divisional opponents, like the Eagles and the Buccaneers. Those 2 teams lead their division right now, which is fine. Like, y'all win division, it is what it is, right? Right now, we're behind the 8 ball because of injuries. We got to get into the dance. I look at everybody, 49ers, who also are dealing with injuries. I look at the Bears. The Bears beat us, but we only 1 game behind the Bears, right? When my guy comes back, I feel like we could run further than the Bears from now and the rest of the season. Then we got the Carolina Panthers. Like, let's be real, right? We got y'all. Now, y'all are in a kind of similar situation as us. Y'all got a good offense.
We got a segment coming up. Go ahead.
With a bad defense. But I feel confident we can run past y'all too because I feel like our defense is actually better than y'all's. Y'all offense is better than ours, though. I will say that. Atlanta is only a half game in front of us. So, like, the people who are in front of us, I feel so confident, right, that we can go past these people and get hot. And how our schedule is lined up, I know we got tough opponents, but these next 2 games, Seahawks and the Lions, we had to minimum split that. Minimum. And if we split that, Tomo, and go into that Dolphins game in Spain, that was just an early game, a 9:30 a.m. game. We win that game, Tomo, we go on a bye week. And we can get healthy and go on a run at the end of the season. I feel like the bye week will come at the right time. I remember last time we went to a bye week last year, we were on a losing streak. And then right before the bye week, we played the Titans. And we blew them out. And we went to the bye week and we won the rest of our games. So I am highly confident we can still make the playoffs. And once you make the playoffs, Tomo, in the NFL, I mean, come on now. Like, it is what it is. Like, anybody can win. Because we are not really a 7 seed, in my opinion. But I feel like we get into the playoffs at 7 to 6 seed, we'll be a dangerous team. So I'm still confident. Yeah.
Okay. One question. What seed do you feel like y'all are?
When I look at it, so you got the division winners, all right? And then the wild card, I would say, you know what? I would say the NFC North, Detroit and Green Bay, I would respect them and say you can put them a seed ahead of us, right? NFC South, nah. I think our team I think eventually we'll be better than everybody in NFC South. But let's get the Buccaneers now. They're gonna win the division. Let's say the Buccaneers. But I got us over the Falcons, the Panthers, and the Saints, whatever.
Y'all lost to the Falcons, though.
I know we didn't have Jaden Daniels.
I get what you're saying. You said JD 5 still alive. Go ahead.
Yeah. The Patriots are trading again. Dang, the Patriots trading another trade to Pittsburgh.
Everybody picking up the phone with
the Patriots are sending safety Kyle Duggar to the Steelers. Okay. For a 2026 6th-round pick.
Putting the mask back on, Joe.
Right. Oh, they actually send the 7th over to the Steelers. All right. And who else? Our division, I feel like the Eagles, and then it's us. Right. Rightfully so. I know y'all beat us, but I feel like we're better than y'all. I respect Tomo.
What defense showing up? I can debate you depending on which defense show up.
And then what else? The NFC West, the Rams. That's probably it for real. I feel like we better than 49ers, to say the truth. So I feel like we are a 5th or 6th seed right now. As we are right. Like if JD5 come back, I feel like we are a 5th or 6th seed in totality. That's how I feel.
Just say 5, because you ain't go through all that just to go 1 seed
Nah,
up.
I
I'd rather you say 5.
I put 5th because I get a nod to the Packers and Lions. So 1-0 will be a wild card. That's why I said 6.
All right, only reason I'm telling you say 5 because you said we're not a 7 seed. I would just rather you go 2 up than just 1. You did all
Hey,
that.
Bro, 7 different. 7 got added later. 6, we would be in the playoffs 10 years ago.
Right, you're right. You pulled a Jerry Jones just now. Jerry say a lot of stuff just to be like, so you think we're in a wild card? That's what I'm saying. It's like, all right, but you so there's you answered that one question. The other question I want you to say is hold on. Brian Thomas not coming to y'all? You didn't see the report?
What report?
Jaguar said they're not trading him.
They put on. They are listening to calls. They said that like earlier this week, earlier last week.
How are we listening to calls? Adam listening to calls. Everybody listening to calls but Jerry, because he the one making calls to the radio station instead of actually fixing the thing. But this ain't about us. We got a whole nother segment coming up. Do I think you all can recover from the 3-5 start? Joe, I'm with you on the next 2 games are going to dictate your season. Jaden Daniels can come back. We seen Terry come back and look like Terry. Look like, hey, that's what the money was there for, right? Of course, like you said, the one interception that was on Debo, but your offense was making plays up until, at some point, everybody was like, Kansas City is going to turn it up. So if you can keep trucking, then maybe you all can find a way to sneak out of this one with your backup quarterback. But again, Kansas City, they found their footing on offense, and you just knew it was a matter of time before they start going crazy. Mm-hmm. So with that one, right, you said your next 2 games, Seattle, then the Lions, right?
Yep.
I think you still, is it?
No, Lions.
Is Lions then Seattle?
No, it's Seattle and Lions. Yeah, because we got Seattle. Okay. Yeah, we Sunday night this week.
I got Sunday night. We got Monday night. We both. Why we gotta do this again? We gotta do this again, bro. We gotta do it again.
The chat about to go be lit. The Ravens Thursday night.
And then the Eagles got to bye. Oh, man, we got to do this again, bro.
Eagles chilling.
Anyway, right? So let me look it up right quick. I just want to see where you all are playing them before I answer my question. So you're playing Seattle at home. Oh, both games are at home. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And then y'all the home game, well, technically in Spain, but y'all got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home games coming off a bye. It's not bad. Okay. Can you recover? I think you can recover from the 3-5 start. Do I think you have the potential to make the playoffs? Only reason I'm going to say no, is because of the same reason I would. If I was talking to a Cowboy fan, I would probably say the same thing right now at 3-4-1. We don't know what defense is going to show up. I don't know what happened to Kinlaw in that game. He did, I think it was a bicep, like a slight injury that happened in that game. But that was another guy that was helping that interior rush, that was helping those edges when it was time to get there. Mm-hmm. Is Von Miller a coordinator? Where's Von?
Yeah.
I'm only taking shots because I'm going to take shots at Dante Fowler in the next segment. But where's Von? But other than that, Joe, I don't know which defense is going to show up. So depending upon that, that's going to dictate if your offense can keep up with these teams. Because, again, Seahawks game, you might find a way to get that one. But you know that Lions game is going to be personal. You know it's personal. And every team that they played against that was personal. Remember what happened when the Ravens played them last year? Ravens put all types of claws on them and everything. Flocked them up. Look what happened when the rematch. It's personal. They on a revenge tour. I know the team they really looking for is the Eagles, and AJ will probably talk about that on Unfazed later on. Make sure y'all stick around for that episode. But yeah, I think you go 1-1 going to the bye, depending upon what comes out the bye. But I don't know what it is for the defense. Can you recover? Yes. Will you make the playoffs? To be determined.
Okay, I'm okay with that, and I'm okay with you feeling that way. But I do want to respond to this. He said Brian Thomas Jr., shout out to Carl, played with Nuss, the quarterback now for the LSU. For real, not JD. He got a little burn with JD. He played 1 year with JD when JD won Heisman. And guess what he did? He had 68 receptions and 1,100 yards next to Malik Neighbors. So imagine if he was the number one guy. He got reported. Do you know they like best friends? It's him, Brian Thomas Jr. They always together.
They are.
Always. In the all season, always together, bro.
You
Always.
right.
That's like his best friend.
Don't say that.
What?
Don't say it. Last time we said that, we got cryptic tweets. I'm just
Nah,
saying, bro.
AJ Brown different. AJ Brown different. But hey, he's a Brown burnt. Well, I know people that got burnt. But go ahead.
We're gonna talk about them in the next. That's the segue. If you done, we can segue right into people getting burnt.
We done. We're done.
Burnt orange, sunburnt. I don't know what you want to say. Who loves orange soda? Cowboys don't. Because look.
You look at the title and got mad.
Because I actually went and I looked at my notes. I got a picture of somebody right here in my notes, and I looked over as soon as I scrolled down. But if you don't know, the Cowboys lost 44-24. Some people, if you don't know the saying, they say your mama say the same thing that make you laugh will make you cry. Just last week, Cowboys put up 144-22. And if you fast forward a week later, the same thing got put up on them in almost similar fashion.
Yeah.
Almost similar fashion. A lot of turnovers.
Quarterback. Go ahead.
A lot of turnovers, a lot of things just going crazy. Your starting quarterback was there.
He was there. I said, I was like, dang, my man was there.
Something about Jaden Daniels and not playing the second half in Dallas, but we ain't gonna talk about that because he got hurt on this one. But I'm just saying, I can still take some shots, man. That's all. But Joe, you asked right there. You said, "Are the Cowboys done with no trade?" Joe, the Cowboys defense this season, 29.4, ranked 30th.
Oh my God.
Total yards, 401.6. Did you know Dobbins was averaging almost like 7.3 or almost 8 yards a carry in that game?
Dang.
I think the NFL says if you can average 8 yards passing, that's a good game. And they was doing that on the ground. Anyway, last. I don't even need to read the yards. I'm just saying passing yards per game, last. Opponent third down percentage, last. Defense is just last in everything. When you ask me, do the Cowboys are they done if they don't make a trade? I think the Cowboys right now are in a mental state of, for those out there that are listening, if you're in a relationship, you've been in a relationship for almost like 6 years, right? You know, you're going to have your ups, your downs, but then let's say your wifey, your girlfriend want to get engaged and you at the point where it's like, yeah, it's 6 years, but I don't really know if I want to do it. But she looking at you like, hey, bro, every time y'all go out to Thanksgiving dinner, y'all go out with the family, you know, y'all around people that got rings. She's like, oh, that's nice. That's looking nice over there. You know, you just keep saying the grass ain't green on the other side. And you just like, you know, we got 6 years of credibility. You don't know what's going on in their locker room or their house. Sometimes you just might want to put a camera in their house to see if it's better. Because this defense, boy, I don't know what Eberflus was doing with the coach, but he was good there. Eberflus was good as a linebacker coach, but he had to get fired from the Bears for a reason. I came on here 2 weeks ago and said I'm going to give you 3 reasons why he shouldn't get fired. The only trade the Cowboys need to make is with coordinators. Trade the coordinator. I know they do in the NBA all the time. If you could trade coordinators for those picks, I'm with you, Joe. But other than that, there's nothing that I think the Cowboys can do outside of what I put on X earlier.
Okay, what was that?
The Giants put that they are trying to say, they said Kayvon Thibodeau name may be thrown out there. The Miami Dolphins said that Jalen Phillips, one of their pass rushers, right? So I told the Cowboys if they go get Thibodeau, go get Logan Wilson, a middle linebacker from the Bengals, and go sign Justin Simmons. That's 3 players on every level that could potentially help this defense show some heart. Because at this point, the pass rush is not where it needs to be. We got a rookie that's getting pressure, but he's not getting home. We traded for Kenny Clark, but I feel bad for Kenny Clark because Jerry put so much pressure on him to be a run stuffer, like he the next Warren Sapp, when Kenny was just like, bro, I was preparing to play in Green Bay. I didn't ask for this. The Cowboys paid Oso Odigizua in the offseason. It's looking bad. Mm-hmm. I think Every word about Jerry's all season about paying players and not showing up is coming to fruition. We don't know what's going on with Trayvon Diggs. They say he got a concussion. They say he's now on IR because of the concussion. Again, speculation is. So the secondary is shot. Going up against the Bengals, our secondary was already injured, riddled. Then we lost the safety in the game. So it's just like, you already know what's going to happen there. The linebackers that we have, I don't know, Joe. I really don't know. So they could try to make a trade to make something happen. But I think either way, the same thing I said about y'all defense with this one is I don't know. And I don't know the player that they could bring in right now that would turn the ship. The ultimate goal, well, I do know the player that could turn the ship, but they won't go do it, is you go get a Myles Garrett. You go get a Myles Garrett, that changes everything because now you finally got somebody that can replace the Micah that you got rid of, who's 10 times better than Micah as far as pass rushing. Now, Micah's a factor, but when you talk about Myles Garrett versus Micah, you're talking about an actual DN versus a linebacker who's playing DN.
Now I'm gonna ask you a question before I get my 2 cents.
Let's get it.
Do you think it was a mistake now that you got traded Micah?
No.
You don't? Do you think that Jerry? You don't think Jerry should just pay them?
I don't think you should have given him $41 million. No. I think with Micah being here at that rate would have only hurt things even more because now the defense we probably would have won one more game, but Micah can't play in the secondary. And then you would have been thinking about the all season when you have a George Pickens. So Joe, imagine this offense playing the way it's playing, and now in the all season you're like, how y'all gonna sign George Pickens? Where the money gonna come from? Because you can't have Micah at 40, Dak at almost 70. I think it's 60 or $70 million cap hit next year because of his contract. And you got CD at 30. You gonna pay George Pickens at 30 as well? Now you don't have a team. Then we gonna be out here like Jamar Chase.
I understand that because paying you don't want to pay Micah for this year. Pay Micah the contract he's asking for only to be relevant this year. Yeah, relevant, but you know what I'm saying, like to make a Super Bowl run this year because it won't guarantee it. But having a pass rusher helps the secondary too. Just adds Bradbury. But you know what's funny? You know what's funny though? Like Jerry's, we need to be better in the run defense. 3 years ago, y'all was 16th in run defense. 2022. 2023, y'all was. This is yards. When I look at run defense, I don't look at yards per game. I look at yards per attempt. I think
that's where it really matters.
Yeah, that's why I never really look at yards per game. So 16th in yards per attempt in 2022. 2023, 16th in yards per attempt. Last year, y'all were 28th, and this year, y'all 25th. So it's like, yes, you got Kenny Clark, and you address it. Now, if he's talking about the future, like next year, we should be better because we got Kenny Clark, and we can add to what we already have right now. But he was talking about right now. Like, y'all better right now. Technically, y'all are, because y'all was 28th last year. Y'all 25th now. So technically, y'all better, but it's not much of a difference. Like he said, like, I think our game helped y'all a lot because we were one-dimensional. So y'all had to, like, key in on a run. But it is what it is. So I don't know what trade is out there. It has to be something like you said. It has to be trades with a plural to it. I don't think one pass rusher y'all bring over can just change everything unless it's a Myles Garrett or something like that. But is Jerry willing to give up a lot of assets? Y'all gonna have to give up a whole bunch of assets for Myles Garrett, who just got paid also, who's older than Micah. So if y'all would have traded for Myles Garrett, it wouldn't even make sense because you have Micah, who's younger than Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett about to turn 30. So go ahead.
I'm gonna help you make it make sense, Joe.
Okay.
Myles Garrett don't do a podcast. No, let me stop. Let me stop.
He's good in the run and pass, though.
Myles Garrett is an actual DN, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at the defense now, what's happening is we have players. We don't have the talent across the board, but we have players that can benefit off of one-on-ones right now, and that's what Michael would have helped at. But again, to have a Myles Garrett again, it's a conflicting battle because people say you had Micah in the building, you should have just did this. But again, the relationship just soured. Like I don't think even if he would have signed, he would have been happy. Like to me, I don't think so. It would have been a lot of cryptic tweets and podcasts about what's going on in the locker room, kind of like what he's doing now, talking about Trayvon's situation with you in Green Bay. I don't get it, but that's nonetheless right. You bring Myles Garrett in, who's disgruntled, who's kind of almost in a similar situation where he like, I wanted to leave, but they ended up finding a contract. Myles Garrett wanted to be in Dallas. You bring him in now with a situation where the offense is prolific, right? During the offseason, we didn't know, we had inklings that this offense would be this good, but we didn't know it was going to be as good as it is. So now it's like, we kind of did mess up, but we see the product on the field and we see what Myles Garrett can add to this situation. So you go get him and you make it happen. Don't go get. I mean, I threw out Kayvon Thibodeau, but that would help future wise. Myles Garrett would also help future wise because, like you said, he just signed a contract. I don't know how that would help the Browns because I think you got to have dead cap there. But the Browns don't even know what
trade is different.
Okay, but the Browns don't even know what they want to do with their quarterbacks. So just trade us Myles. We give y'all like Jalen. We give y'all some wide receivers. I know y'all need some wide receivers. We'll send y'all Dante Fowler. He might be better out there. I don't know. But there's a lot of people in the room that you can get rid of. And with the picks, look at the Packers. Do you think the Packers are gonna be drafting in the top 15? The way they ball? I mean, you can throw out the first round pick. If you don't want to give them a first round this year, you got first round next year. You got picks that you can throw out there. Go make the run. See if you can make this thing shake. Because just like you said in the first segment, Joe, once you get in the dance, anything's possible.
Anything. All right, let's get it.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
I mean, look, they got until the fourth.
I think.
Yep, they got until the fourth. So let's see. But if you were up on the East Coast, 2 a.m. maybe, I don't know. I had to go to sleep. I was fighting. I don't know. I didn't know who was gonna win this game. We got Lou backstage. He gonna definitely give y'all more of a rundown. But when I cut this game on, I said, "Oh, it's tied." I seen Otani go up. I said, "Oh, it's about to be over." Next thing you know, I look up 10 innings later, like they still playing. I said the pressure got to be mounting at this point.
Yeah,
it got to be mounting with every out. It's just like somebody has to do it. Every time the ball went back past, like went into the outfield, I know they were just like, you better not drop that ball. You better not drop that ball. And we're not going to drop the ball. We're going to get Lou up here to tell us how he felt about that game.
Thank you guys. Oh, long night.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was historic.
Man. Oh, man.
Welcome.
The first time we had you on here, last time we had you on here, not the first time. You're a reoccurring guest now. Shout out to you for showing up and giving us the breakdown. But
Thank you.
I think you said the game was going to end 5-3. I went back and watched the episode. You didn't give us a serious prediction because you're like, you know what? We got this. But after being a part of history, tell us what you thought about that walk-off 6-5 18 inning game.
Oh, man. Well, first of all the haters that said Dodgers bullpen ain't good. How are we looking now? Against the number one offense to shut them down. Forget the 9 innings in extras. I think 3 more innings. So I think it was like 12 innings. The Blue Jays ain't do nothing. Even have a runner in second. They never even reached second till like the 18th inning. They haven't had a runner hit. But watching that game, I wish I could say it's like, this is the first time I've seen. Nah, unfortunately, this isn't the first time I've seen an 18-inning game as a Dodger fan in the World Series, because we faced the Red Sox in 2018 and we did the same exact thing. I will say, though, this one, I don't know why, but this one I had more like pressure. Like I was locked into every pitch, and I'm telling you, every pitch. It's like people say baseball can get boring. Nah, not when your team is in an 18-inning game in the World Series and it's 2 a.m. I lost track of time. I didn't even look at the time. After every inning, man, I collapsed on my bed, like staring at the ceiling, like, yeah, it's still not over, man. It's still not over. Then it comes back, and I'm on the TV like, yo, come on, get a hit, get an out. don't make a mistake. Like like you said, it's like don't make an error, don't drop the ball, don't do anything that can ruin this. Make your plays, make your pitch. And I was just dead nervous throughout the whole 18 innings, not even like a little break of like, you know what? We're going to get through this. We're going to go to the bottom of the 12th, bottom of the 13th. Nah, it was just like, one mistake can ruin this game. And thankfully we pulled it off. And hopefully we don't do that again.
That was crazy. Hey, real quick, Tomo, let me respond to this.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we have a network for Nico Dobbs. Nico Dobbs.
I like that name.
Rico Dobbs. Nico, we got a network of other shows on this network platform. We're not the fantasy football show, but tune in to FFC. He actually did an episode earlier today. So go ahead and check out that video. And he will be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So come back to this on Twitch, same channel, and you will see him on there. So you had a question, Tomo, or?
Oh, no. I was letting you go. I was about to address that too, but you did. So go ahead.
Oh, you was? Okay. So crazy game. All right. Now, how do you? This was my thought. So Teddy, you know Teddy, Mr. BWT on the platform, right? Baseball guy. He made a good point. So we have a baseball chat that I gotta add you to, Lou. By the way, I gotta add you to this baseball chat. And it was when their manager he kept walking Otani, obviously, and then Teddy said, "I knew he was gonna walk him because he walked Judge in April when the games really didn't matter. Obviously they matter, but it's in April. It's not the World Series. So if he's gonna walk somebody in April, he definitely ain't gonna let Otani come into that plate, right? To end the game after he was basically perfect. I bet, right? Again, so." But when they walked Mookie Betts and put Freeman up there, I felt like that was a mistake because Mookie Betts was not delivering. They kept walking Otani and he was not delivering. How did you feel? I know Freeman didn't deliver then, but how did you feel at that moment when he walked Mookie Betts?
Been through this like all year. It's like they walk Shohei. That's why he's in the number one spot, so that he could have Mookie and then Freddie like back to back. So just think of it this way. You're walking Otani, and your manager's saying, I want to face 8-time All-Star, former MVP, future Hall of Famer Mookie Betts instead of Shohei. Oh, nah. I'm going to walk Mookie. I want to face 9-time All-Star, former MVP, future Hall of Famer Freddie Freeman instead. You know the respect you have to have.
And former walk-off hitter at the World Series from last year.
World Series MVPs, both of them. It's like, yo, I'd rather face these two legends than Shohei Ohtani. Like, first of all, that in context, that's an insane thing to do.
And sorry to cut you off. I forgot who's after Freeman, but the one that's after Freeman is an all-time Dodgers hitter, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was Will Smith, who's the best catcher in baseball, bar none. He had the highest average out of all of them. He was the best hitter out of all of them. The 3 MVPs are great and all, but Will Smith, the one batting after them, the best, statistically, the best hitter out of all of them.
That's crazy.
So it's like there's no real break in the lineup until you reach like the 8-9 hole. But when I think about it, I'm like, I can't blame him. I understand the situation. I was like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's like you don't have an answer there. Like, do you want to pitch to Ohtani with the game on the line after he hit 2 home runs already? Hasn't gotten out since last December. This man keeps getting on base. But they gave him like a Barry Bonds treatment, and that says a lot. What I don't like, though, is he went on to the press conference and said he might walk him in the first inning to start the game. And I'm like, all right, you're kind of doing too much. It's like you don't want to pitch to him that bad. You rather have a runner on base to start the game. Put pressure on your pitcher just to start the game. That is insane. And I'm like, at that point, you're being a coward. Like I won't call you a coward for walking him with the game on the line because anyone would probably do that. But like you're gonna walk him to start the game. That's kind of like, yeah, you're a coward. I was like, and all these Toronto fans chanting, "We don't need you," because he didn't choose Toronto in the free agency. Now you're seeing your manager scared to even pitch to him. It's like he's making y'all look bad. What are we doing here? It's like all this bravado, all this like we don't need Otani. We got the best hitter in Vladdy Jr. We're pitching to Vladdy. We're pitching to your best hitter.
Wow.
It wasn't in that bat. We didn't pitch to him. It's like, but again, if the game was on the line, I would understand if our manager walked Vladdy. But to start a game, like, like I don't understand that thought process because again, erase what happened yesterday. You still got 8-time All-Star Mookie, 9-time All-Star Freddie, and you're down in the series. Can you afford another early run, early rally? And you're in Dodger Stadium. So they got the home field. Can you really afford a rally? I'd say you pitch to Otani, but have a better game plan because I think the second home run was middle on a first pitch that tied the game. And then everyone's like, oh, how can you pitch to him? How can you pitch to him? And I'm in my head like, yeah, you can pitch to him, just not in the middle. Like, you can pitch to him. Why are you throwing the ball? Like, even the broadcaster said it as soon as he hit it, center cut fastball. Like, it couldn't have been a perfect hitter's pitch. And then everyone's complaining, why'd you pitch to him? I'm like, yeah, you can pitch to him, just don't pitch him there.
It's a hard ball.
And speaking of that, just going off of him saying he's going to walk him, did you see when they panned to him at one point after he walked him the first time? He's like, no, just go. Just let him walk. Just let him walk. I'm like, bro, you already look like you gave up. It's kind of like, when you see that and then you see who's next. I'm like, well, I'd rather him at least attempt because these guys have been in this moment. I mean, I guess Otani have been in it before as well, but it's like these guys also, this is not pressure them also. It's like if it was Otani than me, I can understand it. It's like I'll walk him and then we're going to have Tomo come up next. You might get lucky. I ain't swung a bat in a while, but I'm just saying that do that and then have on the sideline to say, walk him. You know, that's a gift. You can't have that type of bravado going into the post conference and then coming back in LA. I mean, hey, like I said on the last episode, that's that Drake mentality, man.
But I was also gonna say it's like players can struggle. Hall of Famers, MVPs in baseball can struggle. What's crazy is if you're 3 for 10 in your career in baseball, you're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
That means you only need to succeed 3 times out of 10 attempts. You're automatically a Hall of Famer in baseball. It's like, okay, Mookie can go 0-8. He just needs 1.
That's it.
And it was a long game, so they got the chances. And then what happened when Freddie got with? He hit the game-winning home run. It wasn't Otani that beat you. It was the other guy. And it's like you're gonna keep walking. You're gonna eventually play with fire, and you're eventually gonna make a mistake. And it's like to start a game and just pretty much tell your team or your pitcher, "I don't trust you," is I wouldn't put that kind of confidence in my players. I need them to know we can beat them, we can handle them, we can do this.
Especially in the first
Like
game.
we might not do it in the 9th when the game's on the line. We might not do it in the 10th when the game's on the line. First inning, I'm telling you, yo, my pitcher can handle this. And automatically you're already telling them, I have no faith in you today, bro. You walk Otani. You're not facing him. That's like like that mentality is gonna affect your pitchers, it's gonna affect your players. It's like our manager doesn't think we can get this guy. And we're facing 2 other all-stars after that, and one of them just won the game yesterday. It's like it can be demoralizing, really. It's like, what do you want us to do?
Yeah, I agree.
What more do you want from me?
Like, I agree. You know, like I understand the 9th inning, but coming out the gates doing that's showing that you have fear early in the game. That's not good. But I think the Blue Jays messed up. I forgot what inning was, and Teddy kept saying in the chat, the basement coach needs to be fired. He kept saying that. Like, it was one time when the Blue Jays almost was out and he didn't slide, but he should have slid, but he didn't. But he's still laying on base. And then it was. Oh,
you're talking about Muncy when he stretched out to grab the ground ball, and then he was running to the base. He almost was out because it was a smart play where he just like grabbed the grounder and stretched his leg out. the guy should have slid to third. And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
almost
yeah,
out. He
yeah.
was safe by an inch.
He was saying it was multiple times that happened. Like even on Tiny situation when his foot came off the base, he was out. But what killed them was when dude gambled and he gambled and tried to run home and he got
Oh
caught.
yeah.
Oh, the
That
10th
was that
inning.
was bad.
Davis
Yeah,
Schneider. Yeah.
yeah, that was bad.
I think when that happened, because they had momentum, they had guys on base, and when he did that, the crowd went crazy. And then I feel like that was the Blue Jays' opportunity to win that game, but they got a little greedy. And it's funny because how the camera angles are when you're watching the game, how long it took for y'all to get the ball and throw it. I thought he was gonna score, but when he threw it to home, he was like, bro, he was nowhere near the home play. I was like, what are you serious?
Yeah, that was something that I thought before the series would benefit the Dodgers. Is the whole coaching staff as a whole has been there before, while the Blue Jays coaching staff hasn't.
Yeah, Brandon.
But you kind of when you're new, because this happened to Dave Roberts in 2017. And 2018 actually. It was his first World Series with the Dodgers, 2017, 2018, and he kept making mistakes with the lineup. He kept making mistakes with the pitchers. He wasn't letting his pitchers pitch past certain innings, and everyone just obliterated him for it. And so you're kind of seeing that on the Toronto side where they're just making little mistakes with their decision making. John Snyder, I didn't understand the thought process of, okay, you got one injured player is Bo Bichette, so let's pinch run for him. Okay, I get that. But then you have Alejandro Kirk, your catcher, slow, very slow. He's a snail on the bases, don't get me wrong. Great hitter, but slow as a snail. But you pinch run for him for another catcher who's slow too. I'm like, it's like, yeah, he might be 1 mile per hour faster, but his bat is 10 times worse. It's like you're not really he wasn't even the game-winning run. He was on first. It wasn't like he was on second with a chance to score. It was so that's kind of the pressure these managers have in these series when they're not used to it, that they kind of learn from, but it can still cost you games. I think Blue Jays are pretty smart when it comes to hitting and fielding and everything. But when the pressure's on, it's can you make the right decision? And those instances were panic, kind of oh, we're in Dodger Stadium. We got to steal this game no matter what. So I'm going to send the runner. I'm going to do all this. I don't think that he was even paying attention to the outfielders who were throwing the ball into the infield. I think he was just this run's got to score. No matter what, we got to score. And the worst part about that, he didn't think, oh, by the way, the next batter is my best hitter, Vladdy.
Max, that was the problem right there. He was up next.
So the inning ended.
That's crazy.
And Vladdy didn't hit.
Exactly.
And then he led off the next inning with no one on base. That is the worst. That's what I talk about with experience right there. It's you didn't even think to be my best hitter is coming up. Maybe I should stop him. Because regardless, you got man on second and third. Even if that run scored, you still had another guy on base that also could have scored because Vladdy was coming up. So regardless, you could have stopped him and you still had the same chances of getting 2 runs with your best hitter. But no, you're I need this 1 run, so I'm going to send him and then get it was by 15 feet. It wasn't
even close. I was
it wasn't even close. And the funny thing is, he was a pinch runner too, and he was slow. So I'm you took out another hitter of yours for another slow runner. It's when you pinch run, you're usually doing it for a speedy guy. I was you do the decision making makes no sense. He's a worse bat, and maybe he's faster again by 1 mile per hour. But what difference does that really make on the base path?
And question, because on a pop fly, if somebody's on third on a pop fly, if it's in the air long enough, you can still score, right? Or no?
No, you got to catch it. It's got to be less than 2 outs, and then you can tag up and score. But it was 2 outs at that point.
Okay, so. Okay. I got you.
But the way Vladdy was hitting, he was literally I think he had 3 hits. I was at that point he had 2 hits. So he had another hit in him. It's
That
And
was
regardless, go down with your best player. Like, don't
yeah.
make mistakes. And both teams made mistakes because you
Otani.
mentioned the Shohei getting thrown out. He was safe, and then he got off the base. You got
Yeah.
Teo at third. He got thrown out by Vladdy. Vladdy made an amazing play. Shout out to him for that. Tommy Edmond made another throw to third that got. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was like in the ninth inning or something where he saved the game. Barger hit a double down the line, and this
I think
was
that
right
was a
before
ninth.
Was
the
that?
home run.
I think that was a ninth.
Yeah. I think that's the play I showed my wife. Was that?
Yeah,
I don't know. It was a play where like it was a double play and like it was literally inches of like being safe. And I
yeah.
showed my wife and she
So
was
it was
like,
like anything you could ask for in this game. You had there's like great
it was really
defensive
good.
plays, pressure situations, managers making bad mistakes that eventually could have ended the game at any time. You had home runs, you had doubles, you had pitchers getting out of jams. But shout out my boy Will Klein, who I was saying like
Hard out.
before the World Series, like everyone was talking how bad the Dodgers bullpen is, and I was like, well, we got this young flamethrower that we're not using. He wasn't on the roster in the last series or the series before that. Yeah, he wasn't on the roster, and he was cut by 3 teams. And the last team that cut him was the Mariners that lost to the Blue Jays. So that probably hurt the Mariners right there. But the fact that you come into a situation where you never threw more than 30 pitches in a game in the MLB and you're the last line of defense, and if it wasn't for him, Yoshi would have had to come out of the bullpen and had to do something legendary because you just threw 9 innings, a complete game, and now you're coming back out. His arm probably would have went dead, honestly. But Will Klein, 72 pitches, and that last strikeout, you can see the fire in his eyes. He said after the game, in the post game, he wanted to keep going. I think that was just adrenaline. I was like, bro, at some point, I understand where people say you got to save the players from themselves. Even I was like, yo, you cannot go back out there after that. I was like, it was a Herculean effort. He's young. He got drafted in like 2020, got cut by 3 teams, and to be on the biggest stage with one of the best lineups in baseball and shut him out for 4 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, got out of a jam in the last inning in the top of the 8th where they had second and third, striking out his final batter, and the fire he showed and the fire the team showed after that, I was like, oh, they're winning it this time. It got to a point where I know you guys, if you were watching, you felt the same way I felt, where we were just like, just let it end. Like, you just bogged down. Like, again, I was locked into everything, but at the same time, you get to that point where you're just like, is this going to end?
Yeah.
And then I know the people in the stands were, and I know the people in the dugout were. When he got that last strikeout, it looked like the whole Dodger team woke up and said, oh, we're getting this, because they all jumped up after that strikeout. And I was like, that momentum alone, the fact that it gave us that extra charge, because it charged me up too when he did that. It's like, yeah, you can't lose this game.
Now, I would say only due to the timing, I was like, it just got to end. But it was one of those games where you said on your intro, you're watching it. If you don't even know baseball, I'm not watching baseball because you think it's boring. You can pick up on the intensity from the TV. It's just like, no, this game is serious. And as each inning kept ending, you just like, somebody, like you said, somebody has to win it. But again, because we do the show and you came on, and I was like, well, got a little bit of a rooting interest for the Dodgers. So I'm like, they got to close this out, right? I was like, because Luke can't come on here after that long game and be like, bro, last play, if he would have just held on to the ball. But they made when I'm talking about every play for both teams, I put it on threads. I was like, man, they fighting to the death. They was like, no, I'm going to win this game.
Yeah,
and
man.
I go to sleep, wake up, and find out that it was a homer. I was like, that's a perfect way to end it.
Like, I tell people, when you watch baseball, you can't watch it like basketball and football. Well, kind of like football, but not like basketball where it's like action at every hockey, like every action, everything's moving. You got to watch it like you're watching chess or you're watching poker. Like, anything you do, like poker in a way that you have to have a poker face as a pitcher and you got to have a poker face as a hitter. and you can't let the moment be too big for you. You got to have that straight face. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Chess, as in the decisions you make,
Hmm.
can have a huge impact in this game. Like the pitchers, when they pick a pitch, it's all a setup. People like, oh, this pitcher keeps throwing balls. He's not throwing strikes. Sometimes he's doing that on purpose. He's like, oh, I'm gonna throw like 2 balls to see if you chase. If you don't, I'm gonna throw a strike here, or I'm gonna throw a strike here, and then I'm gonna tunnel it, like say a straight fastball, and then I'm gonna tunnel a changeup right underneath, so they both look the same, and then you miss. And it, like knowing all that and watching that game, I was in the mindset of these pitchers where like, oh, where's he gonna go here? Like I was like navigating the game in my mind for both teams, where I'm like very invested in like, what is your decision gonna be here? Because any decision you make could end this game. So that's why I'm at the front of my seat. That's why I'm staring at my TV. That's why I'm as close as heck, because I was like, any little decision you make right now can end this thing for both teams. And that's where the intensity and the fun of it is, because it's like your heart's beating, because at any moment, once that ball leaves that pitcher's hand, over. Instantly over. And thankfully Freddie did it.
We gotta get BW. We gotta get Teddy and Lou on one episode, man.
Yeah.
We gotta do that ASAP. Under the World Series, looking at the schedule. Last game is, if there's a game 7, it'll be Saturday. So hopefully, sometime this weekend we'll get you and Teddy on, so y'all can y'all on BWT, so we can hear the baseball now. Let's go back and forth.
Hopefully, I'll be here with a win for the Dodgers win. That's all I gotta say.
That's gonna be an
Got
episode.
another one today. So.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That long game. You played 2 games yesterday. Now you got to put in the game today.
Yeah, it was 2 full games, 9 innings, 9 innings. Oh man, that was ridiculous.
So, any last words before you get off?
I appreciate you guys having me on. I appreciate what you guys do. Remember to like and subscribe to the video. These guys do a great job. I'm happy to be here, and I hope to talk some more with y'all.
That's good. Appreciate you. See you,
Lou.
with the dub, right? We'll see you with the dub.
Yes, sir. Go Dodgers.
Over the trophy.
All
right, cool. Whew.
Man,
That's probably the most exciting baseball conversation I had in a long time.
the game got you feeling that way. Like, I wanted to throw out one more thing, and as he was describing the sports, I was like, it reminds me of boxing just a little bit too, because it's like a good defensive fight though, where it can be boring to the common fan, but if you're a boxing fan, you're like, no, you're not understanding what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this could go 12, but one person mess up, it's night.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to miss. Like, it's that one thing that happened and you can miss. Oh, what happened? You on the ground? What happened?
Like, hey, I told you, I went to sleep, woke up, it was a homer. I was like, I couldn't do it. I kept looking. I looked at the inning. I looked at the clock. I was like, man, it's 1-8. Nah, I got to go, man. I got to go to bed, man. That's probably why they made me mad at work today. But I know another team that might be mad because, Bibby, you show up while we talking baseball and you want to drop all these Broncos. I'm going to wear the hat every day. But the question is, after watching what the Broncos did to the Cowboys, seeing their record right now, I think the Broncos are the division leaders. They got to be the division leaders because they out here beating up.
They are the leaders, but the Chiefs are the favorite.
Yep, the Chiefs are the favorite. So the question is, well, after seeing what the Chiefs are doing and seeing that they're coming into a round form as well, should the Chiefs still be favorites to win the AFC West? And I just want to read the standings right quick. So the Broncos are 6-2, Chargers are 5-3, Chiefs are 5-3, and the Raiders are 2-5. I learned my lesson about talking bad about teams. Panthers beat up on my team, so I still got to play the Raiders. So I'm going to wait to say what I got to say about the Raiders. Joe.
They play at home or in Vegas?
I think it's in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So it might be, that's what I'm saying. The road games ain't no better, man. Cowboys at home. We looking like an old Cowboys team. But anyway, man, Chiefs, should they still be the favorites to win the AFC West?
Yes. Yes. They should be favorites, man. Respect to the Broncos. They are they're 6-2, right? You looking at it's 6-2.
Yep, 6-2. Yep.
And the Chiefs and the Chargers are tied 5-3.
Yep.
But the Chiefs got healthy at the right time. You gotta remember early in the season, Xavier Worthy was out. Rasheed Rice was out for the suspension. Now
Yep.
they got the offense back and they're clicking. Right? They're scoring at almost every drive. They put the offense out there and they're scoring points. You look at their last few games, right? Against the Lions. They beat a really good Lions team, 30-17. And when I'm talking about beat them, they out physical that Lions team. They were the better team, right? That game. They blew out the Raiders 31-0. And they just blew us out 28-7. But once they get clicking offensively, and you see Mahomes, you saw last night, man. He ridiculous. You put in the chat. I think you said Mahomes crazy. He is
I tweeted
ridiculous.
something too though.
You did, man. See, like, so respect to the Broncos. The Broncos squeezed out a couple of games that we felt like y'all should have lost that, like the Giants game. Y'all should have lost. You know what I mean? But
Cowboys.
even the Eagles game, nah, they ain't squeeze it out. But even the Eagles game, you know. So, but they found a way to win, just like the Colts found a way to win too against the Broncos. All right, so. But the Chiefs, they are hitting on all cylinders. We're talking about defensively and offensively, and they should be favorites because they are the Chiefs. They are their defending AFC West champions. They haven't lost since Mahomes been a starter. They just came from the Super Bowl. So yes, as long as the Broncos don't have a big lead on them, the Chiefs should be favored to win this division.
All right, so also what I should have brought up too is the divisional record right now. The Broncos are 0-1. The Chargers,
Oh,
who are tied with the Chiefs, 3-0. Yeah, I think the Chargers beat
the
them,
first
right?
big game.
Yep. And then right now the Chiefs, they're 1-1. I think they lost to
Chargers and beat the
they lost to the
Broncos.
Chargers and beat the Broncos. So you got to look at it like this, Joe.
No, sorry, beat the
No, they
Raiders.
didn't. They didn't play the Broncos yet. They played the Broncos.
They beat the Raiders.
Yep, the Raiders, man. They play the Broncos on the 16th. Okay, so the Chiefs play the Broncos on the 16th. So that'll be the first time we see them go up against the actual. They go up against the actual another divisional opponent because they played the Raiders the week before on Thursday night. So this will be two divisional games where that could put them in the actual catbird seat of trying to take this division. But like you said, with the Chiefs and what I tweeted, because y'all were having such a bad day, I was letting the Commanders do their thing in the VIP chat. I said, if Mahomes doing this to y'all, he gonna put up mad numbers on that Dallas Cowboy defense on Thanksgiving, bro. I said he might put up 60, bro.
And it's on Thanksgiving, bro.
I told the missus, man. I said, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and just do what I gotta do that day. I ain't even watching football, bro. Like if they don't make a move, bro, I'm not even about to waste my time on Thanksgiving, bro. I ain't about to do that, bro. Cause you seen some of them passes he had on y'all.
Yeah.
I'm like, they gonna be wide open in Dallas. So
And y'all run zone too.
zone, man. I don't know what we run. We run backyard football at this point. If you see what the Broncos was doing, they was wide open. Bryant, rookie, got 2 touchdowns.
I know the Broncos are like that.
Harvey got like 3. You know what I'm saying? So, do I think the Chiefs should still be the favorites? I'm gonna have to say no, though, Joe. I'm gonna have to say no. Something about this Chiefs team where they just keep trying to, like you said, they did get hurt, but something about them in the regular season, it seemed like they just be taking a laid back approach to the regular season. Yes, they do take some games personal, but this Broncos team is on a mission. Like, and I'm not just saying that because they put hands, feet, all types of hooves. I mean, if you're in a rodeo, you see what happened when a rookie cowboy get onto a horse. Like, that's just how bad the Broncos did the Cowboys. But they've been winning, like you said, some of the games that they lost or some of the games that they won remind you of what we used to say about the Eagles, right? Like, they should have lost that game. But what do good teams do? They find a way to win it. When you were down that many points to a Giants team that you shouldn't have been down to and then score all of them points in the fourth quarter, that shows you that you still have that grit and that nature to lock in and be like, all right, we got to close this one out. Granted, the field goal kicker missed the extra point, but you still found a way to get in field goal range and win the game. Same thing with the Eagles game. You going up against the defending Super Bowl champs. I mean, if you're in Philly, they're not defending Super Bowl champs, and if you're in the locker room, but if you're a fan, they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
To find a way to win those games, you got to say, I think the Broncos should be the favorite right now. I mean, I think Vegas is betting on what you just said. It's Mahomes. But other than that, I think the Broncos need to be favored to win this division.
That's crazy. Yeah. Because the Chiefs, like, what's different between this Chiefs team and the Chiefs in the past is their offense is much, much better. I know entering our game, going into the week, they were 6 in offense. It's crazy. The game on right now in the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. They know that. but they were 6th in the NFL in offense going into the game. So right now they 5th, and this is the highest they've been since 2022. Tomo, them other years they've been like barely getting by. There's no more barely getting by with this team no more. They're kind of inching back to the old ways of putting up points, you know. And this is with the slow start. Remember early in the season, their offense was Mahomes just running for real. So if we just go from week 3 or week 4, I would say week 4. It's all one. If we go from week 4 to now, they probably y'all probably up there, but they probably up there, being number 1 in offense since week 4. So
the Chiefs.
I know that, but the Chiefs top 5 in defense.
I know, that's what I'm saying. 2 stops, Joe. 2 stops, 5 and 3.
That's all I need is 2 stops.
Just 2. I might have to say 3 now, but just 2. Well, yeah, I'm going with the Broncos, man. Like you said, I see what they are clicking, but I'm going with the Broncos.
Yeah. The Broncos playing well too. They thugging wins out. Yeah, and that's what winning team do.
Yeah, I threw it out there, man. Y'all might be the team that have to hold us down, man. Make it happen, Joe. There you go.
We might got to end with this joint right here.
Yeah, no, we have to. I mean, he came on here. Femi came on here. He said Super Bowl.
Okay.
He was like, "Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. This one could be quick." The Colts. Ever since the owner, rest in peace to Jim Irsay. Some people say, "Man, look, Jim Irsay's daughter sitting on the sideline, probably taking notes. They didn't know what she was doing. She came out and said, "No, I want to be a part of everything. Being a part of everything lets me know that where I can place the blame or where we can actually help out." First thing I said, well, Jerry did that, but he passed his time, so we're not gonna worry about him. But in that same video, that reel that's going around, I seen FFC coach put on there. He said, if you notice, her face got more serious as the weeks went on. And it's not. And when he said that, I started watching the video a little bit more. I was like, that's true. Because the more she learns about the offense and the nuances of the game, she's more paying attention to, okay, so if we do need to make a trade, it's this player here. Or, it was this call here that he missed out on. Or, he said check down here, but Danny Dimes threw the pick. I ain't trying to throw it out there, but also he said run the ball because Jonathan Taylor doing this thing. I get it now. You understand it a little bit more. So, Joe, should we believe in the Colts? I say yes. I know Carlson was saying Danny Dimes should not be in the MVP conversation because it's JT doing all the leg work, literally. So I say we believe in the Colts as long as JT is there, that defense is there. I think it's their time to actually try to steal this division. The Texans have been winning games. They're trying to get back on track. But I think we should believe in them. I'm not going to sit up here and say they're going to win the Super Bowl. But I do think they are one of the teams in the AFC that we should just say, you know what? They are better than the Bills.
Oh, the Bills! Why you gotta throw the Bills out there?
Josh Allen, man, that's all.
All right. Right now, this team is first in points per game, first in yards per game, and 6th in yards allowed. So, the question is, should we believe in the Colts? I think we have a right to say, I have to see it to believe it, bro.
Oh.
I think we have a right to say that. The regular season and the playoffs are 2 different things, and they haven't been tested. Like, what team? Like, I'm not trying to knock on what they're doing, but usually, if you see a team that never been there, you want to see test leading into the promised land, and they haven't been tested. Like, let's go through their schedule, and I'm not diminishing their wins. We're talking about like they're the number 1 team in the NFL. Do we believe they're actually the number 1 team in the NFL? They play the Dolphins. They play the Broncos. But the Broncos, I'm sorry, baby. Like, yes, y'all look good against the Cowboys, but y'all haven't really shown consistency yourselves. You know? And they play the Titans. They lost to the Rams. And the Rams are winning the whole game, by the way. And the Colts had to make a comeback. And they beat the Raiders, bro. And they beat the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett at home by 4. And they beat the Chargers. That was a good win. But the Chargers, I think we had just blown the Chargers out the week before that. Or the Chargers went on like a losing streak. They went on like a roller coaster until they played Miami. And then they played the Titans. So like it's like they
Yeah,
got the
Pittsburgh.
Steelers, but we're gonna get to that real quick, after this. But like the Chiefs would be a good test. But the Chiefs historically are bad against the Colts, which is crazy. I don't think Mahomes has never beaten the Colts. That's interesting. Like that's crazy, right?
It's always one
So,
team.
so the one team that's number one that we don't believe in, Mahomes haven't beaten that team before. So that would be a test though. And I gotta see it to believe it, bro. Like once we get to the playoffs, can they make noise? We gonna see.
Okay, I'm
No
with you on that
disrespect to the
one.
coach, bro. Like I'm rooting for y'all. Femi, my dog. You know what I mean? When I see Femi, I be like, "Hey, Femi, y'all cooking." I be saying that. But if I had to put money on them going to the Super Bowl,
Oh, I'm not
I
betting
don't
that.
know. I don't know. They number one seed, so it's like, do I believe that? Do I believe they're number one? No, I gotta see it to believe it, bro. And then just about some people who didn't believe in it, they don't know football. Either something like that. I'm like, bro, did you even believe that I would be there? Like you weren't even a starter. Remember that it was you and Anthony Richardson battling for the starting spot.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you. And Joe, I see my notes now. I did skip over the topic. Let's get to that one. But
All right,
I'm with you. But that's why I said, should we believe in them? As far as now, yes. That's why I said Super Bowl. I don't know because I seen a lot of one seeds go in the playoffs and get spanked. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
facts.
One and twos. Sad.
Wow.
But hey man, look man, they asked this one wide receiver, say, hey man, do you feel like you're a leader? I mean, in the all season, he said, yeah, if Joe not here, then they come to me. So I feel like if Joe's not around, then I'm the leader. They asked him after they lose to the Jets, do you feel like you're the leader? He said, hey, look, man, I just play offense. I don't know. So if you think about that, right? You got Cincinnati Bengals going what they going through. Pittsburgh, the revenge game for Aaron Rodgers. It's just like, you know what, we're gonna play the Packers. Jordan Love's out there. Hey guys, just do me one solid. Solid didn't get done.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens, we got to check on Chris. I mean, Chris has been in and out the chats, but again, he's been on a mission, so we got to make sure that our guy Chris, man, is good, man. He in good health, man. Because he's been looking for Harbaugh. But speaking of good health, Lamar is back, and the question is, will the Ravens make a divisional comeback? I don't even have to bring up the Browns right now because we seen a guy get 5 sacks and lose to the Patriots. Drake May is now in the MVP conversation, and everyone's saying he's better than JD5. It's another debate for another day. Joe. Will the Ravens at 2-5 make a division comeback? Note that the Steelers are the division leaders currently at 4-3.
Yes. Sorry, Vaughn. Yes. Yes, dog. I think they are. When we learn about the Steelers, we clown the Ravens. The Steelers are just as bad defensively, bro. They are terrible, bro. They are terrible. The only difference is the Steelers at least create turnovers. I will say that. But the Ravens defense have been stepping up these last few games. I must say. They were really good against the Rams without Lamar Jackson. And they were good last week too. So I'm going to say yes because the Steelers offense can't consistently overcome the defense, bro. Their defense is horrible. And I look at the Steelers schedule. Like I said, I told Javon this. Y'all test will be these 3 games. Colts, Chargers, and Green Bay. They lost the first one. And they got smoked. I said in the chat, I said, we're tied 7-7. How we start off the second half determines the outcome of the game. Because we saw what happened on Thursday. Steelers were up by 9 at halftime. And proceeded to get blown out by the Packers in the second half. So they got the Colts next, Tomo. We just talked about the Colts. Right? Would I be surprised the Colts blow them out? It's the number one offense against that terrible defense. And then they got the Chargers, who can also beat them in LA. But they can beat the Chargers too, though. Chargers are iffy right now. But look at the Ravens schedule. They got Miami, the Vikings, who are struggling right now, the Browns, the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, and then they got the Bengals and then the Steelers. So, like, with Lamar coming back off an injury also, the defense playing much better. it's gonna get an extra boost to the team when they best player come back. Lamar was the one that said put away the games. He the one that said that he said on this program. He's the one that told the equipment manager put everything away. We need to lock in, and I think Thursday night he gonna go off. So I think they're gonna walk him, bro. I think Carl's gonna be right. Like it's crazy because Carl was saying that in the chat. I think he's gonna be right, and and it's just sad because the Steelers, bro, they finally offensively show some life, and now the defense letting them down. It's like what the heck? Can't get nothing that match. Ham no butter, no peanut butter no jelly, ham no burger. Dang.
Joe, you want to know what's funny? Steelers straight away their wide receiver. What they looking for?
Oh,
Cowboys
Oh my
trade away.
God.
That's what Cowboys trade away their pass rusher. What they looking for?
It's crazy,
I said that about the Cowboys too. They can never get two things that match.
bro. And both players that got traded going off. Pickett's going crazy, and Micah, bro. Last two games, he was probably the reason they won. And you think about it, he went crazy. Both.
I thought he had a bad back.
Huh?
Micah said he had a bad back, man. He ain't playing like that.
Man, the last two games, he
kind of
sacks,
bro. He going up against triple teams, bro. This is my boy playing like he in his prime, man. See what happened when you stop doing your podcast, Mike, and focus on football? But that's another story for another day. Do I think the Ravens will make a division comeback? Joe, I mean, they only 2 games back. And like you said, the schedule presents itself. I mean, the joke on Twitter is once the FBI start locking up NBA players, Tua start playing better. But we'll see what happens with the Dolphins. And like you said, it's Thursday night. Lamar's coming back. Not even just the Ravens need it. My fantasy teams need it. You know, I got Lamar as my quarterback in the R2L league. I just been waiting, man. TJ Watt. No. I ain't saying all that now, Carl. I'm good. George Pickens is having a time of his life in Dallas. I ain't never seen this kid smile. Even when he was mad, he was still happy. All I'm gonna say is his post game. Look, we talking about the Ravens, man. Sorry, I have to do that for my last word. It goes down to the opponents again, though, and the same issue that Chris has been coming on and saying, and he's been running down on people in the chats and saying about, man, oh, now everybody wants to talk about coaching. This is the time where Mike Tomlin is gonna have to step up. You get what I'm saying? Because again, if the Ravens find a way to walk them down in a division, I know, in a division where Pittsburgh, again, has the offense to keep up, we're going to have some serious conversations. Also, Chris, it's not going to look good for your Mike Tomlin Harbaugh got to go, because if Lamar comes in and saves his bacon again, I know you're going to say it was Lamar that did it, but he's going to be here for another year because, yet again, it was a turnaround. Regardless of what the players did, the coach is going to get some praise as well. So Pittsburgh got to go beat the Colts. We got to see what the Ravens going to do. If Pittsburgh goes beat the Colts, then you can keep that lead. But they lose to the Chargers, and you let the Ravens find a way, because I know you brought up the Browns, but the Browns is that same team for the Ravens too, where they just give them fits. This is the team, right? So they go out there and beat the Browns, and they just find ways to get this thing clicking. Like you said, the defense is there. I think they can make a comeback, and I think that first game where they got played, I think Carl said it. I think that's week 11 where they play each other. That the division may be on the line by then, because again, the Steelers got the Bengals again too. You need to start stacking some of these divisional games because you lost to the Bengals already, and in a game that you weren't supposed to lose in. So
that game was crazy.
You can't keep giving these games away thinking you're gonna win the division.
And with Mike Tomlin, he also came out and said they're not making no changes on the defense side of the ball. No changes. Like far as like coaching.
So like my coach, what is this? We in a parallel universe?
Facts. Hey, there's 2 things you brought up so far. They got similar. Like, trade.
Can we get Jalen? I'll take Jalen Ramsey though. We ain't got no Jalen Ramsey out there.
Like that. Yeah, he does make plays. He began burnt though. But
I'll take Slay. Big play Slay.
He began burnt too. It's funny. They put Ramsey on Chase and they say, you know what, Slay, you do it. The first play, he got burnt up like that.
You want some too old, man?
No, exactly. But this Colts game is very important because Dolphins play the Ravens, and let's say the Ravens go out and win. Now, like everybody's gonna feel like, the heat is gonna rise from the Steelers, and if they go out and beat the Colts, who are flying high right now, if they beat the Colts, it will instill that confidence into like the Steelers supporters or people feeling like they're actually better than we thought they were. This is number one offense, So, but I just don't see it happening. Anything can happen. I think they're going to lose to the Colts, and I think the Ravens are going to beat the Dolphins, and they're only going to be one game for real behind them.
That's what I mean. And Jodis also, I know we got to close out and get up out of here. Like you said, after all this, there's so much writing, not just for the Steelers. Vaughn, this is for you as well, because the chat is going to go crazy. But another person, if Lamar come back and make this happen, they got to put some respect on that man's name, bro.
For real. No, for real. And Chris, if y'all win the bowl, maybe Harbaugh rides off in the sunset and retire. And you get a new coach.
Or he come back another year and just get the hell. I don't know. I don't hope that for you.
He did say our goal is to make Lamar the greatest player of all time. So that means he has to be around, right? For that. So you're right.
He won the bowl, he will be the greatest player of all time. So that's all he gotta do. Go win it. He can go off into the sunset. I'm with you.
Man, if they get to the playoffs, I told my dad about it. I said, if y'all get to the Super Bowl, he said, Joe, if we get to the playoffs, this should put like a lot on Lamar. Like this should be like a lot of respect on Lamar. If they just get to the playoffs. They were 1-5, Tomo. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, they won without him. They're 2-5 right now, but they're 2-5. We 3-5. I mean, everybody like y'all done. They 2-5.
Who is everybody? Your fan base saying y'all done.
Man, you right, man.
Cowboys are 3-4. I know we can. This could be the last words. We can roll right into the last words. Cowboys are 3-4-1, and the fan base is 50-50. Some people like, bro, when we get in the playoffs. Some people like playoffs. We gotta get there. So it's
we gotta win a game first.
No, for real.
Playoffs.
We gotta get 2 stops.
That's us. We're on a 3-game losing streak. Playoffs. We gotta win the game first.
I'd rather win a losing streak or do I want win-loss. I'd rather go. Like
that was
Jason Garrett all over again.
We were win-loss, and we got on losing streak. We beat the Giants, lost. Beat the Chargers and Raiders, lost. Beat the Chargers, lost.
Yeah, a lot of inconsistencies in the locker room. That's probably why. Cowboys could be on a 3-game win streak. Two stops. I'm gonna change my name to 2 stops.
2.
That's it. Just 2 stops.
Give me 2 stops. Get a sign like 2 stops, bro.
That's it. Next game, I might just, if I go to another Cowboys game, I might just do 2 stops.
They'll put you on TV, bro.
Just 2 stops, bro.
They'll put you on TV. They're like, this fans only ask for 2 stops.
I might storm the field when the defense out there. They gonna like, and then as I'm getting arrested, they're gonna be like, what happened? I'm like, somebody had to get a stop. Like, this is crazy. Somebody had to do it. They couldn't. One man. Right. Go ahead.
All right. My last words. Tomo, you hilarious, man. My last words. Shout out to the whole R2R network. Shout out to the whole R2R family. Shout out to the chats. Like Tomo said, the world has narratives as far as the sports world. There are narratives in the chat. And most of the topics we do contribute to the narratives in the chat. Yep. The last topic we had with the Ravens and the Steelers, that's a big narrative in the chat. Right? The Cowboys and Commanders are also narratives in the chat. We brought the ALC West. We got to give Bibby some love. Bibby's in the chat, ALC West. And Femi's in the chat. You saw him say something in the chat, right? And dipped out, Femi.
Nah, but also I want to give a shout out to Tyler because he show up, throw his jab, and leave too.
Oh yeah, my bad, Tyler. Yeah. Tyler couldn't make it Friday, so he wasn't ducking right. For Tyler, always there. So Tyler too. Did he say something to you about the Cowboys?
He said something in the chat, and then he also said something. Yeah, he sent me a little message. Yeah, he said something in the game, and then Baby said job's not finished. I was like, it's over, baby. It's over. You ain't gotta worry about it. It's over, bro. They ain't coming back. I'm like, man, go eat or something, man. Why you at?
Tyler got that Dion. Come on, dog. It's over, dog. I remember you said we should prom. But yeah, Tyler cool, man. Shout out to Tyler. But yeah, man, the chats are lit. Make sure y'all become a member and be in the chats because the narratives go out 7 days a week. We even had Commander on Commander Crime last night. You know, it's crazy in the chat. So make sure y'all join the chats. And Commanders, man, I still have faith in y'all. Man. Like, I still believe we will make the playoffs and make a run. JD5, get healthy and take care of yourself. Cliff, stop putting my guy in shotgun every play, please. Stop putting my guy in shotgun every single play. All right. I heard somebody say you letting the defense see the ball every single play. That's true. And can y'all run the ball more? Not with 85, but with the running backs. Can y'all at least do? Come on, Cliff. Even Dan Quinn said they asked him about what happened to the running game last few games. He said part of the reason he said we gotta stick with it. Sometimes you get a yard or two, you gotta stick with it. So, and then this team, I ain't gonna fake. I love y'all, but I got no faith in y'all this year.
What?
The Kings? Tomo, we not doing nothing this year. I'm sorry.
We beat the Mavericks.
So, and we got the Mavericks too. I think we had to play them, right? So, my thing is this, Tomo. I love this team, but the roster we got right now.
Okay.
Most of these guys are not going to be here if we really want to win and win a championship. A lot of these guys on this roster should not be on that roster. They just shouldn't, bro. I'm sorry. Sabonis, I love Sabonis. Hard worker. He has a hard ceiling. I can't. We got to move on with Sabonis. DeRozan, I was happy when you signed here. Only reason I was happy because we haven't signed a free agent in my lifetime that was that big. So I just had to have a victory lap. But he is not it. And Zach LaVine, like they all have super big deficiencies. They all can't play defense, bro. I mean, like, we need to win a championship. Every NBA Finals team, except for the Pacers, who got better defensively, were good defensive teams.
Hold up.
So, we got a super chat?
Yes, sir.
25 months. You go ahead. It's your boy.
Shout out to
Not
Big
my
O.
boy too, but you know, Cowboy boy.
Shout out to Big O, man. Superstar member. Being a member for 25 months. We here. My last words is Eberflus change your scheme and Jerry make the calls. Dang it. Hashtag second place. Hashtag front run. I can't even say it, bro. Front runner O here.
I don't think I ever heard O say dang.
He trying to get fined. It's different in the chat, but
I know. Hold on.
Oh man, but
that's my last word.
All right, my last word is shout out to our superstar members. Shout out to Big O. We dropped the super chat right before we can get on up out of here. Shout out to Darnell, Dave, Taniqua, RBO Vaughn, Joe. I know you got Unfazed coming up. That's gonna be an electrifying show, Joe. I know AJ got some things he want to say. Giovanni, Chris, FFC Coach Coombs, Nico Dobbs. Make sure you tap back in tomorrow. FFC will be here. He can answer your questions. Cam Scatterbull going down. I know that hurt, man. Shout out to Decorius, BWC Teddy, myself, and I said Big O, but shout out to Big O again. And my last words is, man, look, I know what you're saying about your basketball team, Joe. It's okay. Because, again, you could be down in the dumps. But once you join the HOA, it makes every game exciting. Look at the Pistons, man. I can't wait to call. Every time you drop that track, man, I'll be like, look at my boy, man. They doing their thing. The Pistons win again. You just got to have so much fun. Because then the teams on top talk trash about you, and then they lose to you and lead a chat. That's all I'm saying. You got to go celebrate with the Eagles, man. What happened to the Stars? The Stars ain't out for no team in Dallas right now. And with that being said, the Wizards are up right now, 85 to the 76ers. I'm not going to celebrate just yet because they lost.
85 what?
85 to 100. The Wizards be trying to find ways to win, but I think they're going to hit the switch and say tank. But Cowboys, make a call, man. Every day in the chat, every day on Twitter, I'm just looking for that notification to see what's about to happen. I'm about to just stop expecting it and then something to happen because I didn't think George Pickens would be here, wake up one morning, and it changed my whole offseason. Everyone, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, keep coming back. And Joe, one more thing before you hit the refuse to lose. Carl, the Wale meme is for the Commanders. Stop wishing that bad luck on my Terps, man. Let's get out of here, Joe.
And we're about 8 against Thunder, but let's see how long it lasts.
Man, y'all got this.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all Friday next episode. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, And also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.